So welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're doing a review of Mummy Finance. This is a Perps platform over on Fantom. So an ideal coupling here, you've got a perpetual swap, just like GMX. In fact, it's actually a clone of GMX, but on a very fast blockchain. We're talking 1 second and you've got block finality, and Fantom already has a huge community over there, a lot of degen traders, so I'm sure they're going to love this protocol. So let's have a little poke around, see what it's all about, and give my thoughts on this one. So the ticker for Mummy Finance is MMY. This one has had a pump of all pumps over the last few days. I'm going to go into the reason for this in specifics in just a moment later in the video, but it is due to a famous person, love him or hate him, Mr. OX Sifu, previously of Time Wonderland. Total supply at the moment is around 1 million tokens, but there will be 10 million over time, just like GMX. So on the left, you have the fully diluted valuation, but it is kind of the current $8.3 million, and the max would be roughly 10x of that. So let's jump in and see what it's all about. So we'll start with the dashboard area. So if you know about GMX, you will understand how this one works. So you have a pool of assets that you actually trade against. Typically, if you're taking a Perps contract, you're trading against someone. But in this scenario here, you trade against the pool, not GLP like on GMX, but MLP over here, the Mummy LP. So just here on the right-hand side, you can see the MLP. It is built up of the following assets: 44% USDC currently, 19% ETH, 17% Bitcoin, 8% Fantom, 5% USDT, 4% DAI, and the composition is in the following index. Here you can see all the weightings for these assets. This means that you get zero slippage when you're actually longing or shorting the market. The assets are there, you're trading against that pool. If you win your trade, you get paid out from that pool, but if you lose your trade, you get liquidated, for example, then your assets go back into that pool, making it larger. Over time, typically, is what we see. The house almost always wins. Most traders aren't that great at trading, and so they lose money, and the MLP pool gets even bigger. You can get involved with this one via the MMY token, which you just stake. With no real risk, you just get platform revenue dished out to you, plus some ES Mummy, which is escrowed Mummy tokens on top. But if you get involved with the MLP here, you have some risks associated, because there is a potentiality the MLP pool does actually get drained down if a load of successful trades come against it. But for that, you will get a higher APY. We'll jump into that now under the earn section. So if you're staking the MMY token, you're going to get around 68% APR. Now this is broken down into two parts, 12% or 13% in Fantom. So that is ongoing rewards you're going to get dished out every single day in the FTM token, pretty nice, but it's only 13%. So the 68 is topped up by escrowed MMY tokens. That's the kind of inflation of this MMY token being distributed to participants here. But that is escrowed, it has to vest over a 1-year period, just like with GMX. Then we have the MLP pool here. The Fantom rewards on this one, juicy at 30%, and then escrowed MMY topping this up another 95% on top, giving you a grand total of almost 125% APR. So a lot of people have been getting into this one. $12 million worth of TVL in that pool. Currently, this is going up quite a bit on a daily basis right now. And I do expect both of the TVLs for this and for MMY will continue to go up, as I do think MMY is going to be quite bullish here with the platform growth that has happened over this first month. As you can see from the chart here, it only started around the end of December. So this is a very young platform. Along this vault tab at the top, this is where you would go ahead and deposit your MMY or your MLP. And from here, it lets you know how you're paid out. For example, MLP is staked to earn Fantom and ES MMY. The claimed fees from ES MMY, staked and Fantom then are used to mint more MLP to earn more fees. All of this works to boost APR optimally, i.e. it compounds. There is no deposit fee on here. There is a 0.1% withdrawal fee and a performance fee that has been applied to the APR already. If you go to the buy tab, this is where you can get your hands on some MMY. There is some deep liquidity on there and also MLP as well. In terms of the platform revenues, 60% goes to the MLP pool, 30% to the MMY pool, and 10% to the overall DAO for more liquidity. We've also got a referrals tab. I am not sponsored to do this video, so check out the link down below and sign yourself up. You will also get 5% off your trading fees by being referred by me, so go ahead and give that a click. Currently, there is also a trading competition ongoing, 10,000 Mummy up for grabs. So if you are good at trading, you want to get involved with this and see if you can get yourself on the leaderboards here and get some free tokens for your participation. So this is what the platform looks like when it comes to the perp trading. You can do long or short, no spot exposure, you're trading on chain, and you don't have to actually hold the tokens. You don't have to long by holding a spot position. You are just long against the MLP or short against the MLP. And on top of this, there's also a swap here. So the tokens that are made up of the MLP you can swap between Fantom, Wrap Fantom, ETH, Bitcoin, USDC, USDT, and DAI within there. Now the mechanics of going long or going short are exactly the same as GMX. I did a full video explaining how to go long or short on GMX, which will be exactly the same as this. So I'll leave this on the video popping up now, and it will also be the video at the end of this one if you don't know how to use a perpetual swap. But if we click to go long here, we can see from the leverage slider just by here, you can go up to 30x levered, long or short on these markets. It will let you know your leverage position, your entry price, and your liquidation price on here, and it'll map it out on the actual chart for you to see. You can also manage positions down here once they are open. Pretty simple to use, but if you are super bullish on the likes of Fantom, ETH, or BTC, you can trade those right now, but they do have more coins coming in the not too distant future. Now the MMY token, similar to GMX, it has that 10 million token total supply, 90% of which is escrowed already. That means it is locked for 1 year. It's vesting out very slowly. So the initial liquidity was bootstrapped 1 million MMY and $50,000 into a pool. That is essentially the majority of all that is in existence right now. 10% is then kept back for a DAO fund, 15% to the Mummies NFTs. That is their first NFT collection, quite interesting. Then they have 10% to the Dev Fund, 35% to MLP stakers, and 20% to MMY and ES MMY stakers. So as I mentioned, 60% goes to MLP stakers, 30% to MMY, and 10% to buyback and add liquidity to the pools. So how do they make money? Well, if traders are going long or short, any profits or losses get taken from this overall pool. They obviously take fees as well from swapping, from opening and closing, and for executing trades. When you're in a levered position as well, there's a borrow rate on top, so additional fees come in via that. So all of these fees get converted into FTM, and that provides the basis for these rewards to the participants of this ecosystem. Now, interestingly, they do have an NFT collection associated. They've got one collection out and a second one coming. I'm a little bit dubious about having a second one coming just a month after the first. The first one, there was 5,000 of these art pieces created, and with them you got some ES MMY if you bought them, and these do accrue value as a percentage of protocol fees get distributed to these actual NFTs, and any trades between these NFTs, the 5% royalty also gets distributed to the NFT holders, and so they get paid out in Fantom tokens. I've done the maths on this. At the current rate, it's about $3 to $4 worth of Fantom each month per NFT held. You can see the treasury from which they're being paid out. So all profit distributions come from this down here under the NFT section. I think this is pretty cool in terms of it really helps galvanize a community if you've also got an NFT collection around it. And on top of that, the fact it does distribute Fantom. If you're super bullish on Fantom and you like the NFTs, you know, you're probably going to want to buy one. Over on PaintSwap, you can check them out here. Current floor 269 FTM. So somewhere in the region of about 150, 160 bucks. So you can kind of work out the ROI on them from that. As mentioned, they are bringing out a second collection, which I'm a little bit bearish on, to be honest with you, because I think they should try and accrue more value to the first collection before spawning a second. But nevertheless, it seems to be on its way. You can see the artwork here. They look quite hilarious, to be honest with you. And they plan on taking all the revenue from the sales of the second collection. They will be minting at 999 Fantom per piece. All funds then will mint more MLP. And then from that, 50% will go to NFT stakers of this second collection, 20% added to the treasury to mint more MLP, and 30% rewarded to the top 10 highest trading volume NFT owners. I do like the fact they're thinking outside the box with these and getting some good utility for the NFT collections, but I probably would hold off pulling out a second collection just 1 month in. Now, this is the update here. OX Sifu dropped $2 million into the MLP pool. Essentially, this allows him to start farming a load of ES MMY. So as a guy who's got $2 million spare, makes sense to do this because this could be valuable, very valuable over time. And not only did this boost the TVL on here significantly, which is good for traders, but also this has added legitimacy to the project as well, because OX Sifu does get into a lot of projects very early that seem to do well. Then we have the roadmap ahead here. This is obviously a growing perps platform. They're gaining a lot of traction each and every day. TVL's been going up, fees have been going up, and users on the platform going up each and every day. It's clearly in a high growth period of time here as it's brand new, and also it's caught nice attention off the back of a bit of a bullish market here. But coming in Q2, they do have centralized exchange listings apparently, more trading pairs as well, which will be interesting as to what they list, plus support for synthetic assets and Forex. If they can conquer Forex here before the likes of GMX does, that will be super, super impressive. And they state they want to do cross-chain leverage trading as well. So I think the proof will be in the pudding if these guys start to really pull off some of these developments quickly over the next, say, 3-4 months, then this one could be a very good protocol to get involved with. But this, of course, is still very early days. But this one caught my attention and I think it looks pretty damn good. So check this out for yourselves, see what you think. Drop me some feedback down below. Any questions you've got that maybe I can help with. I've done quite a lot of reading around this one. I'll do my best to answer. Make sure you use the link down below to sign up. And if you don't know how to use a perpetual swap, my full GMX tutorial will be popping up on screen for you right about now. But until then, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.